What's going on, everyone? This is Ajayi, Firearms and Tactics. One of the biggest questions I get as an NRA training counselor is, which NRA class should I take? People hear the terms like Basic Pistol, NRA CCW, Defensive Pistol, Personal Protection Inside the Home, and Personal Protection Outside the Home. And they really don't understand the difference between these courses and where they fit into their training journey. Today, we're going to break all of that down. Because contrary to popular belief, these are not tactical gunfighting courses. These courses are designed to progressively build responsible, knowledgeable, and capable armed citizens. There is a progression, and each course builds on the previous one. Let's get into it. Everything starts with Basic Pistol. This course is designed to teach the knowledge, skills, and attitude necessary for the safe and proper use of a handgun. This is the foundation. Students learn the universal firearm, safety rules, how revolvers and semi-automatic pistols operate, ammunition knowledge, fundamentals of marksmanship, loading and unloading procedures, basic shooting positions, cleaning and maintenance, safe storage practices. This course is intended for brand new shooters and first-time gun owners. Maybe you just purchased your first handgun. Maybe you never fired a gun before. Maybe you're preparing to eventually obtain a carry permit. This is where your journey begins. And let me make this very clear. Basic Pistol is not a tactical class. You are not learning room clearing. You are not learning advanced defensive techniques. You are learning how to safely and competently operate a handgun. Before you can defend yourself, you must first understand how to safely use the tool. Once you develop those foundational skills, the next step is NRA CCW. This course focuses on carrying a concealed pistol responsibly and ethically. Students begin learning methods of concealed carry, holster selection, drawing from concealment, situational awareness, conflict avoidance, mindset, legal responsibilities of carrying a firearm, defensive considerations, and aftermath issues. This course starts transitioning students from simply owning a firearm to living the concealed carry lifestyle. Carrying a firearm is more than simply putting your gun on your belt. It requires maturity, good judgment, personal responsibility, and understanding that avoidance and de-escalation are often your best option. Again, this is not a tactical gunfighting course. This course teaches responsible concealed carry and introduces students to defensive concepts. Now we start adding stress and performance standards. Defensive pistol is often overlooked, but I believe it serves as an important bridge between NRA CCW and the personal protection disciplines. Students begin working on mental awareness, defensive mindset, drawing efficiently from concealment, flashlight picture concepts, reloading under pressure, immediate action drills, movement, use of cover and concealment, decision-making under stress, and performing under time constraints. This is where students begin learning an important lesson. Shooting accurately on a square range is very different from performing on demand. The timer changes everything. Can you draw efficiently? Can you make accurate hits under pressure? Can you solve problems while your heart rate is elevated? Defensive Pistol also discusses physiological effects of stress, such as tunnel vision, auditory exclusion, and loss of fine motor skills. This course begins transitioning students from simply learning how to shoot to learning how to think defensive. Personal protection inside the home. Now we begin discussing defensive planning. Personal protection inside the home. Focus on protecting yourself and your loved ones within your residence. Students learn defensive mindset, home security planning, safe room concepts, family emergency planning, use of cover and concealment, low light consideration, legal aspects of self-defense. This course forces students to ask important questions. What is my plan if someone breaks into my home? Where will my family go? How do I communicate during an emergency? What areas inside my home provide protection? This course changes the way students think. You're no longer simply learning to shoot, you're learning to prepare. Personal protection outside the home. This is generally considered one of the most advanced NRA pistol disciplines. Personal protection outside the home takes everything you learn and applies it to public environments. Student learns advanced situational awareness, threat recognition, movement and use of cover, multiple threat considerations, decision-making under stress, avoidance and de-escalation, legal considerations involving defensive encounters in public. A violent encounter outside your home is much different than one occurring inside your residence. You have innocent bystanders, unknown environments, limited information, and rapidly changing situations. This course begins putting all that together. The training progression looks something like this. Basic Pistol, NRA CCW, Defensive Pistol, Personal Protection inside the home, Personal Protection outside the home, and after that, training should continue with competition shooting, low light training, medical training, force on force, scenario-based instruction, professional defensive courses, because obtaining your permit or completing one class does not make someone proficient. Training is a journey. Skills are perishable, and there is always something new to learn. The biggest takeaway from this video is understanding the purpose behind each course. A basic pistol builds your foundation. NRA CCW teaches responsible concealed carry. Defensive pistol introduces stress and performance. Personal protection inside the home teaches defensive planning for your residents. Personal protection outside the home develops advanced defensive thinking in public environments. Each course builds upon the previous one. The goal is not to become a tactical expert overnight. The goal is to become a safe, responsible, and competent armed citizen. Continue seeking training, continue developing your skills, and continue investing in yourself. Training is if your life depends on it, because one day it just might.